I successfully traded every single green pet inside of Adopt Me, from common to legendary. This is the garden snake, the first green pet we're trading, and we're getting offered a happy duckling, which is going to make me super happy because this pet is also full grown, which is really good. And that is the first out of all of the green pets we're trading. Up next is the common bullfrog. We're getting offered a common mouse, which I think is a pretty fair deal. Actually, maybe not. I don't know what the bullfrog is actually from, but I do know it's a very green pet and we're getting a mouse in return. I mean, they're both the same rarity, but I think the bullfrog might be a little bit older. Up next is the Bronchiosaurus, which is actually one of my favorite pets. Although it's a common, I think this dinosaur is really nice. And we're also getting offered a mouse. But honestly, as these pets are only common, I'll happily go and get rid of them. I believe this did come out of a Fossil Isle event update, meaning that this is a pretty rare pet in comparison to a mouse, but as long as they're happy. Up next is a slug. This pet came out of a Halloween update a very long time ago. Being an uncommon and getting it for an event currency, it does maintain a bit of value. We're getting offered a rare zebra, which considering it's an old event pet, I feel like you might be able to get a bit more value, but this is an uncommon for a rare, and I think this is out of the current egg rotation, so it's not really the best of deals, but I'll accept it anyway. Up next is a Mahi Mahi, and I actually have 100 of these pets. And when I say I have 100, I literally kid you not, this stack is exactly 100. This person is offering me a Lunar White Tiger, which definitely is an overpay for an uncommon pet that you get for around 600 bucks by throwing a consumable. I told them that they were definitely over and they swapped it out to a bat, which is a matching uncommon. And this, again, like the slug from earlier, is an old Halloween pet. This actually originates from the bat box, which is a lot older than this Mahi Mahi. Up next is the Kirin. Now this pet comes out of a mythical egg, an egg that didn't really last that long in the game and not many people actually hatched. This is an uncommon and we're getting offered a common ground sloth, which I feel like is kind of fair in terms of value since this comes out of the fossil egg. I believe the fossil egg came out before the mythic egg. I'm not too sure on my memory skills, but I'm happy to go and accept this deal as I feel like they're probably pretty similar in terms of value, but I don't really know. Up next is a pet that I really cannot pronounce. I think it's a Dilophosaurus, but it's a very strange name. This is the first rare trade that we're doing for a green pet. They're offering me a king penguin, which I'm pretty sure is an overpay, but then again, this is an old egg pet from a fossil egg, which is pretty rare. As I'm not too sure the value of this pet, I'm going to go and add 3 of them in return for the king penguin. Because a king penguin, if you didn't know, is a Robux pet, and I feel like 3 of these is kind of worth it. I have absolutely no idea on values. I don't keep up to date on all the rare pet values because there is thousands to try and keep up to date on. Up next is a basilisk. Now this is a very rare pet and again from a Halloween event costing you a ton of the currency. Now I'm definitely looking for some sort of decent offer for this pet as it's actually really difficult to get your hands on. Not many of them are out there and it's definitely a rare pet. Although it only says it's rare, it's actually pretty difficult to go and get, which is why I only own 4 of them. I have more chocolate chip bat dragons than I do basilisks. This person's offering me a blue jay and an uncommon black marlin. So unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to decline this one. In terms of value, this is pretty much fair to be honest. We're going and trading the basilisk for a royal egg, which is the expensive buck's egg, a robot, which is in the current royal egg, you could go and hatch it, and also a Shiba Inu, which is 2 ultra rares and 1 royal egg for a rare pet. In terms of value, that was pretty much spot on. Up next is the ultra rare zombie wolf. Now this came out of the wolf box and I'm definitely looking for some sort of good pet in return for this pet, as it's an ultra rare and it's a zombie pet, which definitely have a lot of value. This person's offering me a pretty pony and a banded palm civet, which is probably maybe similar in value as a pretty pony was difficult to get your hands on. Honestly, I don't really know the value of this. I think the pretty pony actually might be more valuable, although the zombie wolf is a lot older. I don't really know the value, but I'm trying to trade every single green pet, and we need to go and get this zombie wolf traded. So I'm going to go and hit accept. I'm pretty sure the zombie wolf is going to go and increase a lot more in the future compared to a pretty pony, but then again, pretty ponies might be seen as a preppy pet to a bunch of players. This is a ride crocodile. Believe it or not, this is such an expensive pet. So I'm trying to find what sort of value can I get for this. This person's offering me a Cerberus, but believe it or not, I would need at least 6 Cerberus for one crocodile based on value, which is how rare a crocodile actually is. I asked them to go and add more. Let's see if they actually do go and add anything else into the trade. They added herself a kitsune, which is another Robux pet, but unfortunately, this is definitely nowhere near the value, not even halfway. You know what? This is about 1/3 of the value. I feel like it's really difficult to go and trade these high-tier pets. Lots of players just see it's an ultra rare and they're like, oh, it can't be worth that much, it's only an ultra rare, but little do they know how old this pet is and what true value that it actually has. Meaning if you go and join a rich server, hopefully someone there will go and understand that this pet's actually valuable. So if you're in a random server, you might just get offered a couple ultra rares. If you're in a rich server, where people truly know the value, you're gonna get offered some pretty decent options. For example, we're getting offered a neon mushroom, which is very interesting to be honest. Now this is actually the sort of offer I was looking for, going and getting myself a neon legendary, pretty decent. Also a ride slime. In terms of value, I feel like this is pretty much a decent deal. Can I at least give something free? I'm gonna hit accept on this. If they want to add anything else, that's an added bonus, but I think this is probably fair. I don't 100% know the value of this, but a ride crocodile, we're getting a neon no potion mushroom friend and a ride slime. Definitely an interesting trade. Apparently that's pretty fair in terms of value. We're now going and trading a ride turtle. This person's offering me a bunch of Aussie eggs, which is kind of interesting to be honest, because obviously you could hatch like a legendary out of these eggs, but interesting. So in terms of value, this is, believe it or not, actually spot on in terms of value. They said they're a big fan. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm not really after Aussie eggs though, to be honest, as I'm pretty sure I actually only have 6 Aussie eggs, believe it or not. So I guess that is an interesting trade, but I'm kind of after pets. I'm gonna say after pets, not eggs, sorry. Think so. Okay, so in terms of value, yeah, this is pretty much spot on. 6 Aussie eggs. Believe it or not, they're a rare egg now. So if you've got any of them, congrats. Also a ride potion, pretty decent offer. A neon fly ride unicorn. Now that is interesting. I actually don't really know the value of a unicorn, let alone a neon fly ride one. That's probably somewhat high in value. They're also going and adding a bunch of random other pets, to be honest. Not really ones that I'm after, because these are kind of like really hard to trade pets. So it's still definitely under in value by a significant amount, because turtles are such a rare pet in terms of how difficult they are to go and get, what people will go and trade for them. They are so difficult. I'm gonna hit decline on this one. I mean, it's an interesting offer, but not what I'm after. Okay, this is a crazy offer. I'm actually gonna hit accept on this. We're getting offered a mega chocolate labrador, a mega hermit crab, a mega rock, a mega bronchiosaurus, a mega warthog, and a mega fly ride pets, and a velociraptor. Also 3 paint sealants. I feel like this is probably gonna be a trade that is a prank. I'm gonna go and hit confirm in like 2 seconds. Give him a couple of seconds to think about it. A Mega Neon Warthog is crazy to see. These are some nice Mega Neon pets. I'm gonna hit accept. If they do, pretty cool. They're the one that offered all of this stuff, proving that a turtle is very valuable. But the question is, will they just back out of this trade? Highly likely. If they haven't hit accept within the first couple of seconds, then they're most likely like Googling it or something, or trying to figure out, should they go and do this deal? I think they're definitely gonna hit decline. It seems to be a prank because they haven't hit accept yet. And yeah, as I expected, unfortunately they hit decline. That would have been a crazy trade. I know they're only like commons and uncommons, but getting Mega Neons takes a ton of time. I would have been pretty happy with that. This is a good deal as well. A Neon Flyride Chocolate Chip Bad Dragon. I think this is also a prank of a trade, to be honest, in terms of value. They are definitely over. I'm gonna hit confirm. I don't think they're gonna go and do this. I'm pretty sure that's probably worth like 2 turtles, to be honest. And they declined the trade. Everyone in here is literally just trolling me right now. We're going and getting offered a Neon Flyride Diamond Unicorn and a Rosy Maple Moth in Neon. Pretty interesting offer, but is it worth it? According to some sites, it's actually a win. I mean, it's a win by like 2 or 3 legendaries, to be fair. 2 Neon legendaries. The Neon Rosy Maple Moth, which honestly I don't really like that much. Bro, and they hit decline? I didn't even have time to hit accept. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe what is going on with these trades right now. Again, pretty interesting trade. A Neon Flyride Dragon, an Ant, a Stingray, and also a Strawberry Shortcake Bad Dragon. But believe it or not, all of that offer was still under in terms of value. They seem to be going and switching up the offer. Let's go and see if the new one is of any interest. Okay, I think this is probably a pretty decent deal, to be honest. I'm gonna go and hit accept. Again, I've got no idea if this is a prank or not. To be honest, this could be a prank, but I think it's probably pretty decent. A Mega Kid Goat, Neon Flyer Ginger Cat, a Dragon, Strawberry Shortcake, and a Zombie Buffalo. There we go. We are finally able to trade a turtle. Pretty decent trade, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that. Up next is a T-Rex, a nice, pretty easy legendary to go and trade. We're getting offered an octopus. I actually don't really know the value difference. Obviously, a T-Rex is a significant amount older, but in terms of value, I actually don't really know. Yeah, so I'm definitely still over. I'm gonna say if they will go and add. So let's press this button. Still have to go and add anything because the octopus is more of a recent pet than a T-Rex since that came out of the fossil egg. We're getting offered a, what is this? Just a regular Baku. Obviously, I'm not going to accept this. This comes out of a recent egg compared to one that came out of an old egg. Plus, to be honest, the Baku is kind of like a, no offense, one of the worst legendaries to exist. Like, it just doesn't look nice at all. This is called for 1 million subs. Speaking of 1 million subs, I am so close. So please subscribe right now, and that would be absolutely awesome. We're so close to 1 million. They're offering me a Neon Chick. This is an offer that I don't think I can decline. I personally love Neon Chicks, to be honest. And a little bonus robot. I don't know if they're gonna hit accept on this, but there we go. Hey, let's go. I love the Neon Chick. One of my favorite pets. I just think it's a really fun pet, to be honest, so I'm happy to go and do this trade. Up next is the green-chested pheasant. It is a pet that literally has the word green instead of its pet's name, so of course it's gonna be a green pet. This is a bat and a standard chest. Definitely not worth it. This is probably a pretty difficult pet to trade as it's still a legendary, but it's just not like the nicest one. A cracked egg and an ant. And they said, please. I'm gonna have to hit decline on this. That's definitely not worth a legendary. That's probably not even worth like a rare, to be honest with you. This is definitely a prank. They're offering me a pink cat with a fly potion on it. I don't really know what they're trying to say. Bunch of hashtags. They said, you're the best. I'm just gonna say thank you so much. You're over. That's a pink cat we're talking about here, guys, which is one of the most valuable uncommons to exist. This is probably worth at least 2. They said this is my only pet. You know what? I will offer you 2 of them because that's probably worth it. 2 legendaries. How is that their only pet? I want a pet from me. Okay, so I'm gonna offer them 2 instead of 1. I mean, if they're happy to accept it for 1, then 2 is a little bit more fair. And it does have a fly potion on it. It's full grown. I'm not sure if this is a prank or not. They did go and follow through with this trade. We managed to get rid of 2 of them for the price of 1. Up next is the green butterfly, a very nice legendary, unfortunately not as valuable as the diamond butterfly that everyone hypes up and goes absolutely insane over. They're offering me a neon magma snail, which in terms of value is, yeah, pretty decent. I will happily go and accept this. I think they're actually potentially adding something else, so out of pure curiosity, I will wait an extra second, see what they'll go and do, and if not, I'm gonna go and just hit accept. And yeah, they didn't seem to add anything. Let's just go and hit accept on this deal. A neon magma snail, which is a ultra rare in terms of value. I think this might be an L in the future, as the green butterfly definitely going to increase a lot more than a magma snail, but I just want to get rid of it. Up next is the chameleon. I actually have no idea on the value of the chameleon, so I'm going to go and have a quick look right now to try and find out what this is worth. They got a mega Capricorn, which is a big flex, and they said, can I offer for this? And that's definitely not what I've got. So let's see if they actually go and swap out and offer for the chameleon, as there's no way they're offering a mega Capricorn for a nice little chameleon. They're offering me a metal ox, which is one of the most disgusting, most least valuable pets to exist. But in fact, they've swapped it out for 2 metal oxes, a mythic egg. Now we're getting somewhere, adding a little mythic egg action in there. There's definitely still under, so I'm going to hit decline on this. Not really something that I am after, since these pets are so hard to trade that just no one wants them, to be honest with you. They added a neon gingerbread mouse, which does make this a pretty good deal now, to be honest. I do like the gingerbread pets. They're food themed, and we like food themed pets, so honestly I'll take this. That's an ultra rare as a neon with a mythical egg for a chameleon. As for the final pet, I want to end it off with a really awesome pet, which is a neon cactus friend. This is such a cool pet, one of the most recent pets to come into Adopt Me, and it's just really funny. I think it's a great looking pet, and definitely gonna hopefully get us some pretty good offers in this server. Now this is definitely an interesting offer, which I think is actually really good. An astronaut gorilla, dragon, a werewolf, a dire stag, an ice moth dragon, a neon chick, a toucan, an alicorn, and a king penguin. I'm hitting accept on this. This is a crazy trade, considering you only need 4 legendaries to make a neon cactus friend, and this is how many legendaries have we got here? 4, 5, 6, 7 legendaries, a neon chick. Very interesting trade. I'm gonna hit confirm, and yeah, we actually am able to go and successfully trade every single green pet. Let me know what color I should go and trade next in the comment section. And you should go and click here right now on screen to go and watch another Adopt Me video that I think you're gonna go and love to watch next. Click here right now to go and watch it. I dare you 1,000,000 times to click it. Please.